All right, so I'm back with two unboxings. In a previous video, I showed the Superboy number 87, first appearance of Kali, Crypto's super sweetheart. And I had other books that came with this. I'm going to show them first, then I'll do the unboxings. This is Superboy number 78. It's a mid-low grade. This is the origin of Mixie's Pitalik and the origin of Superman's costume. Superboy number 80, another low to mid grade. This is first meeting of Superboy and Supergirl. Superboy number 85. Don't remember. I don't think this really has significance to it. But it's got the secret of Mighty Boy and his dog, Mighty Dog. Superboy number 89. This is mid to low grade. This is first appearance of Mon-El. Superboy number 94, and this is the first appearance of the Superboy Revenge Squad. This is also low grade. And Superboy number 100, which is a retelling of his origin. Wasn't a bad little lot for the price I paid for it. Got some good books in there. All, like I said, all low grade. Some of these I do want to upgrade to better copies, which I will be doing soon. And then I'll probably sell these. Alright, so this one here I've already showed, but I'm going to show it again. This is Adventure Comics number 346. This is the first appearance of Karate Kid, Princess Projectra, Pharaoh Lad, and the Nemesis Kid. And this is Jim Shooter's first work or any comic. He wrote this, I think it was 13. It was published when he was 14. And then he started writing on Legion of Superheroes. And, of course, Jim Shooter passed away a couple weeks ago. And then his career, went on to Marvel, which I, basically cover in another video. But he went on to Marvel, became editor-in-chief. From there, he created the new universe for Marvel, Epic line. And then he moved on to Valiant, Defiant, and then Broadway. So I got that. And now for the first unboxing. This is here. I already cut it, so I didn't have to go through all that. By the way, these boxes, if you're going to a convention, these boxes, you fold these flaps over like this. And a lot of times what I do is I'll get a smaller second box and put inside of it. This fits nicely into a backpack. So you can, if you're taking stuff to the con to get signed, and you don't want to wheel around a big box or carry it around, you can throw that in a backpack, and everything stays protected. If you drop your backpack, the bottom's cushioned. Put like one little piece of this shrink wrap or bubble wrap at the bottom of it. If you're getting magazines, it's easy to carry magazines in there, hardback books, CGC cases, Treasury editions. It's really good. So that way the stuff doesn't get damaged and you don't have to carry it. So keep that in mind. And the nice thing too is you have like a hotel room. You can take a couple of them with you and then swap them out when you get back to your hotel room. And that way you can leave everything packed up the way it is. And then just load it into the car when you're done. this one here. This is the first appearance of Dream Girl, the Iron Curtain of Time, and the first mention of the Time Trapper. This is a 7.5, but I think this could be cleaned up and be a 7 or an 8.0. Great cover. There's Dream Girl, the rest of the Legion. So at a later date, I may actually crack this, submit it, be cleaned, and then resubmit it to CGC. I don't know though. I just leave it the way it is. But 7.5, Adventure Comics, 317, first Dream Girl. And now for the last one. This one here, I've been wanting, I would say, probably since the mid-90s, when I started getting into the books a little deeper. And when I was first starting out, you saw a lot of Marvel stuff. You didn't really see too much DC, especially back issues. Most of the shops I frequented, it was a lot of Marvel. And that was in the 90s, you know, when Wolverine and Ghost Rider and all that. DC really wasn't that big then until probably right before the death of Superman. As far as where I was from. Now, I'm sure other places are different, but where I was from, Marvel was the thing. And I started looking at comic buyer's guides and magazines and things like that. And that's when I discovered the Legion characters in those magazines. And this book I've been after. I've always wanted it. I don't say I've been after it. Probably recently, I've been looking for a decent copy of. Oh Lord, bubble wrap's got bubble wrap. But this is another Grail I'm knocking off the list. There's a lot of bubble wrap. This here's got a significant tear, chunk missing out of the top right there. Where's that? Right there, and it's got a tear down the back cover. But it's out of the bag. Otherwise, it's a very nice presenting copy of this book. And this is got a little bit of spine. Well, it's got a lot of spine split. So looks like it's split all the way up the spine. But again, I'm fine with it because it presents really well. This is Adventure Comics 247, first appearance of the Legion of Superheroes. Like I said, I've been wanting this book for a long time, and then just recently decided to pursue it. And so now I have a copy. Add to my collection. I have a lot of other Legion books. I don't know where the hell they're at right now. They're in one of the boxes in my collection. I bought a good chunk of books about maybe 10 years ago or more. Made an offer and got about, I think it was about 8 or 10 books, Legion books, Adventure Comics from the 60s, late 60s. Um, and I know the covers, like there's some really good covers in there, like iconic cover. Well, I consider iconic covers like ones you recognize right away. And with Legion, I'll have to try to find them, dig them out, and show them in another video. But that's it for now. Let me know what you think. And I think the CBCA Awards is done as far as nominations go. I saw something that they would be announcing finalists, I think it was, on August 15th. So check out their site, look it up, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.